In exactly 12 hours, I'm flying on a jet plane to New York City. And that is freaking awesome because it is the very first time that I've ever been to New York City. So there's lots of things to do and stuff to see. But before all that, there's a whole list of things I have to get done. Just to make sure we're keeping each other accountable, it is December 12th. It is before 6 a.m. I do have my coffee. Watch this video that I recorded yesterday because it's good and I didn't want to have to re-record this morning. I have a giant list right here, boom, of all of the stuff that I need to do. My particular favorite is number 3. Kids? Question mark? Because I have them. They're currently with their grandmother right now so that I can get some work done. But I know that there's a list of things that have to happen with the kids before I go to New York. I just don't exactly know what it is I'm supposed to do, and I think I lost the list. So I know that there's something that has to be done. Regardless, on the bottom of that is like everything else, all of this, some extra strategy work, just meditating and getting my head right, because it's just been a whirlwind of a day. But as I stated earlier, I need to play catch up. We need to play catch up. We need to take everything that I've been thinking about over the last 20 years, everything I've done in the last 10 years, and all of the things I've created and already planned out in the last, 5, and accelerate everybody on the other side of this camera so that when we go on this adventure, you're in real time with me and there's some sort of chronological track record of how I got to this point. So there's a lot of other things we can talk about, but for now, I want to explain the mountain. If you think I am kidding about building a mountain, if you think that I'm being metaphorical, I am not being metaphorical. I'm being dead serious about building a mountain, and I'm not entirely sure the location, probably somewhere here in Florida, but it was all birthed out of a conversation that started at a conference on commercial real estate when me and some gentlemen were talking about why exactly, psychologically and otherwise, do people decide to go to a remote destination, a luxury travel destination that is just gorgeous, but they do not choose to live there. They don't want to reside there. There's no actual culture that gets birthed of it other than the tourist community. And there's 100 reasons why that is the way it is. However, that got us thinking about the resorts, why some resorts in those types of areas are thriving and some are dying. And my brain started going, and I invented the mountain. The mountain is, the only way to really explain it is MMR, a massive multiplex resort. There are a series of other ways that we could describe what the mountain actually is, but that's all top secret, and I'm not going to tell you right now because I still have a lot of things to do before I get there, and surely someone will take this and do something with it because I can't be the only person in the world that wants to build a freaking mountain, right? Around the mountain, and what makes this massive is all of the culture. If you know what the Neom project or Neom City in Saudi Arabia is, you'll understand quite literally what it is I'm trying to build, and that is a culture of technology and innovation. Innovation and technology. So surrounding the Pillar Mountain here, you have a culture, an economy of innovation, and an economy and culture of technology. And I know this is possible because I've started to watch a transition here and in this particular region. And in this particular region, I know for a fact that this would take hold with the right people and the right resources on board. However, that requires the last part, all of this, the experience part, the part that all of us need to have in order to build our mountain. Mine, however, just requires all of this junk. I have to know and understand and probably attain and own some commercial real estate, I need to be deeply involved in the local government. I need to know and understand and have influence over strategic planners. I also need to have influence over a people group. I need to have the reach to be able to get that network. And I need a shit ton of money. I'm talking about billions of dollars probably. All of these things I don't currently have. Just to be completely entirely honest with you, I have none of them. So, to switch that page into number 2, and let's maybe get rid of the board because the board is annoying. Number 2, here we go. That's better. Check it out. Know-how, influence. Know-how, network, influence. The 3 pillars right here of the things I have to build in order to even have a shot at having the mountain, to even having any kind of remote possibility of doing that at some point in my life. All of these make sense because the experience and know how to do it is something I need to build and I'm currently doing. But I need that because in order to lead the people that are going to do us and create the instruction manual and show them what it is I need to be doing and the roadmap on how to do it, I need to know how to do it. And therefore, I must be involved in commercial real estate. Number 2 is the network, and number 3 is influence. Both these involve people and growing my people base, the people that I know, my network of you and me talking. That's what this is. Because in order to do that, I have to have people to do this dream, and I have to have the money to do it as well. And both of those require a gigantic network because I will never have enough money to accomplish this all by myself. And the last slide, as you can see this is where we're going to start dialing in and letting you know more specifically what it is I'm actually doing here. Real estate, people, and money. Real estate, people, and money. Real estate, people, and money. We're dialing in, and I'm now whittling it down to get a more focused understanding of what it is I have to create. What are the 3 things in those pillars that I need and require in order to take a first step towards attaining my dream? I need commercial real estate, I need a people group, and I need money to survive. Not just money to pay my bills, money because I want to thrive, but also because if I don't ever achieve that goal, I want to be successful in something. All of these 3 things will form what I call Webster & Company. So, Webster & Company, that is a whole different topic of conversation. But what I do know is that these 3 things must be comprised or under an umbrella that is Webster & Company. Webster & Company, in order for me to get to my dream, must be something that makes me money, that builds me influence and a network of people, and is involved in real estate. If I do not have all 4 of those things directly as mission statements inside of Webster & Company, then I don't think I have a shot at ever getting to the dream, to building the actual mountain. But I think I do, because I've got some things cooking, and we're going to talk about that stuff at a different video, because for right now, I have to go clean this stinking house and figure out what I'm supposed to do with my kids before I leave to New York.